a hot take today on when people highlight your mistakes more than they do highlighting the positive and productive things you do. So I'm going to jump right into this. I tried to do a stitch this morning. I've done it twice. TikTok is tripping beyond tripping, and I don't have time. So we're going to jump into this topic. I think it's really interesting because, quite frankly, people are acting out of deficit oftentimes when they are consistently feeling like this person is highlighting most of my mistakes and the negative things or my poor behavior, but they don't nearly engage in my positive. If you notice, when people are good with you, they will find positives. They will find things to highlight. Oh my God, thank you for taking out the trash today. Oh my God, thanks for making my lunch today. Thank you, for going to work and, contributing to it. When you are in a deficit with folks and when you've done so much bullshit, it's almost like your bank account is negative. And even though you're making deposits, it consistently, what you're taking out is so, it has you in such a deficit. The deposits look like they're null and void. You're still not able to take any money out. Why? Because you're in an active deficit. And in a lot of relationships, before people even acknowledge that, they consistently have this pattern of just being in this consequential engagement with each other, where they're consistently feeling punished because they cannot make up for what was lost. And I will also tell you, what I've noticed about a lot of folks is they don't mind doing the dirt. They can do the dirt, but they certainly can't resolve or come up with a solution consistently to show up in effort to make consistent deposits. That's part of the problem also. The other thing is this: if you're in the space where you are consistently unable to have a balance of sorts, if it is 90-10, 80-20 of you consistently engaged in what is wrong, I would question, what am I doing here? Because it's also not productive or helpful on either end. Because I would assume that both of you at that point are miserable with each other. That's really not a healthy place to be in a relationship in general. I will also say that I think it's parallel to what we do with children. I call it the Oreo method: a positive, negative, positive, or a positive, hard conversation, positive. People need to hear more about what they're doing well in the positive reinforcement space than what they're not. However, I told you I was gentle parent adjacent. I also believe you call people on their things when you need to call them on their things. And that is also how you learn. Both are required, not optional. The other part is this: if someone is struggling with accountability, if someone struggles with making changes, then it doesn't matter what you say or do. They're going to always, in their mind, be operating out of a deficit. And that is a personal problem. That's not your problem. That should not keep you from giving feedback or criticism when it's necessary. It should not keep you from doing that. In relationships, confrontation, conflict, all of that is necessary to grow in connection, to grow in closeness, because then you learn how to problem solve together. Then you learn how to be close, even when it's uncomfortable, even when there's discomfort, you can still be close. That's what a relationship is about. So both are required and necessary, but having more of the negative or focusing on the mistakes really creates an emotional deficit, especially when someone is acting in lack of capacity. When they really don't have the capacity to begin with, they're never going to catch up. It's like the bank account is consistently negative over and over and over. And no matter how many deposits they make, it is not able to catch up because they're working from a significant deficit. And are you going to stay long enough to bring the account to positive is the question. Most people close their account and they move around. You caught my metaphor, right? Right. So if you like this, like, share, and subscribe. Again, my YouTube series will be dropping February 10th. I'm so freaking juiced. Be patient with me. I dropped it even with mistakes because Miss Mamas is letting go of perfection this year. And I hope you all enjoy it in the beautiful space that it is, as I gave you raw and honest. I also dropped my line of sweatshirts on my website, Play With Your Mama Not Me, etc. Yeah. So I hope that you enjoy that. I hope to talk to you soon. Peace.